EA Sports. It's in the game.
He tucked that ball away, lowered his head, and boom, end zone.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports.
Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. He's got a man, complete. 30. The 20. A big play there on the first play of the game. 67 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Josiah DeGuara. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. With 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. Jones is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this 1st quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Take it at the 37. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side.
He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Drops it to Jones into flat.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down.
To throw is Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping him up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
Here we go. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Here we go, here we go.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the 41, Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I'm one, ready? 11.
Burrow going for it on 4th. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
First down, here's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 11. To the air again, Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game